So, my dear Capricorn, you are getting a second time a full moon, and that means Cancer is really telling you something. Self-love, self-care, to be authentic. And that's what also came up last time when you had, like I said, the full moon, right? Cancer is telling you something, and so you're getting a second time because we have 13 full moons. And one gets a double, and so you are the lucky one this time. Take that plunge into self-love and self-care. You'll enjoy it. And so now you're getting a second time means that you really need to listen to Cancer. Cancer is the number 7, the 7th chakra, the holy grail that he is carrying out there to get emotional success, because success isn't always success, what we think success should be. And so here an emotional success is coming to you, giving the light to you. We're going to the right a last time. After that we're going to go to the left, and so here the 15 major arcana plus the 7 is the 22. It's a new beginning. After this you start a complete new beginning, because what's really interesting is that in the 22 is the 20, and that's Pluto. That's the last judgment, and the last judgment is saying, hey, Pluto was for 15 or 16 years in your sign and is going for 2 months quickly inside of your sign again, and at the end of November it's going to be fully in Aquarius, right? And so you have here a sign, because it's important for you to understand that you understand Aquarius as that Uranus energy. And Uranus is the new beginning, is the rebel, is the one that says, I'm going to just do something completely new with the money. I'm not going to be attached anymore. I'm not going to be cut off anymore. And so here is a little revolution coming right here through the numbers, and of course through the second time having a full moon in your sign. And so do it with love, right? Do it with the full conviction that when you emotionally successful, you are successful, and that's it. And so take that plunge into self-love and self-care. You'll enjoy it. So Cancer has here the yoga pose Asana. You are becoming yourself the horse and put yourself into the emotional success. And here you are the dancer, because you're God Pan, right? You're not a devil. You are the one that enjoys what he has worked so hard for, and now you are able to dance yourself up into your own success. Ruled by the moon, Cancer is bringing you, of course, through the full moon in your sign now, a very strong message, a strong feeling, also through your subconscious. And ruled by Saturn, you are breaking yourself free from all borders and lessons, and noticing that you are now ready to enjoy what you really have worked for so hard, what you really have worked so hard for. So this just the 22 as a sign, very beautiful, right? You are the Queen of Pentacles here in the Wandering Star Tarot that I gave you. Is your birthday between December 12th and January 8th, then is she your court card. If not, you look into the reading before, that's where the Knight of Wands is, and the reading after, that's where the King of Swords is, and that's Aquarius, right? That's where the Fool comes in, right? That foolish moment now that you are wanting to make money a statement of love. You're the 10th zodiac sign, and as such you are then with the 10 the boss, right? The chef, and you really can do miracles in work, and then as such you're also connected to the 10th house of career and of course success. So that's to the Queen of Pentacles, which you are, right? You know how to handle money. you work with money. And yeah, the last reading, like I said, you had Cancer Sun giving Capricorn full moon. Take that plunge into self-love and self-care. And so we're going to see what is Cancer wanting to tell you again, because in your deck, Cancer looks like this. Very beautiful, right? It's different, but at the same time, the same message. We go out there very straightforward into the success towards you. It's coming. It's almost like someone is coming and it's literally saying, here, here. You see it? It's red. It's like this is what true success looks like when you're holding the Holy Grail in your hands. Good, we begin with the Queen of Pentacles, and you get the Six of Swords, which is Mercury in Aquarius. And so Aquarius, like I said, Pluto is going to be at the end of November in Aquarius, and it's going to be a very clear sign for you that until then you need to make sure that all your money is really clear. There are no more secrets, right, that need to be digged into the earth. Now the secrets will be in the air, because Aquarius is an air sign. And so the Six of Swords, connected with the constellation Mercury in Aquarius, is bringing you learn, study, and understand the craft of learning, of understanding how the mind functions, right? And you need to really connect with Aquarius, because Aquarius is, like I said, the one that is holding Pluto, right? That's where Pluto is stationing for 20 years, and it's a big, big thing that's going to come upon us. And so the 10 and the 6 is the 16, and that's the Tower in the Tarot. That's Mars. And Mars is saying, well, then things are going to really break apart, and you know how to navigate through troubled waters into a more quiet place, because the 7 is left. The 7, again, then that self-love. Through self-love, you know what to do. You know how to steer the chariot forward, because you have self-love and you don't let yourself dictate by nothing else than really that self-love that we've been talking about. So we're going to look at the High Priestess, because she is the moon, and the High Priestess is bringing you the Eight of Cups, which is Saturn in Pisces. And Saturn in Pisces is your planet, right? Saturn is the world, and in your deck the world looks like this. She is very clearly in a successful stage there. The 21, there's the 20 inside, the Pluto energy, the 1, the Magician. And the Magician is always Mercury, right? Mercury brings us the information. And so Saturn in Pisces is saying, move on, right? Let go of something that doesn't work, particularly on an emotional level. And you are leaving something that is good for even something greater. And to have that, you need to study, you need to learn. So here she's literally going into the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is bringing you forward. What is bringing the Thoth Tarot? It's the Princess of Pentacles, and that's you as a young person. So you are leaving something that's not working anymore, because you learned in your childhood that it's not working. And here comes Taurus, Virgo, and you, Capricorn, right? The young generation. You can go into the young generation emotionally and trust that they bring you forward to a new discovery, right? Because the young generation is always the ones that bring the new ideas and make them something substantial, like Taurus, Virgo, and you. And so trust that the path is going into or through the Eight of Cups, right? Letting go of something that's already good for something that's even better, because here's the young generation. And what is the Mother Peace Tarot saying? It's the 7 of Pentacles to the right, and the 7 of Pentacles is here pointing at the princesses, at the pages, right? And so here we have Saturn in Taurus. So we have Saturn in Pisces, Saturn in Taurus. You then can make something with this money. You have the 7 and the 3 is a 10. And what's really powerful you have here, because it's connected with the High Priest, is the 2 and the 8. It's a 10-10 portal right here in your intuition. You know that you need to move forward, that you need to work with the young generation, and that the money is growing like these melons and the belly of this lady. So in a way you have a 20 here, and the 20 is the last judgment, is Pluto. Make sure that those 2 months, the 22, right? It's like the 2 here and the 22. Make sure that you really work your money in a way that you really have it safe in a good place, right? So that it can grow further, and you can do that, right? And so the 20 is literally saying, yes, use your intuition, use the 2, because the 2 is always understanding the duality. And so navigate through troubled waters, through emotional understanding that you need to move on into here the young generation, and see how you can make your money grow like this lady here grows, right? And the 7, again, it's the Chariot energy here, the crown chakra that you need to understand this next step. And then we look at you, the Capricorn energy, and I wanted to see what is the deck bring that I have for the world for actually Saturn. And Saturn is bringing you the 3 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles with the 7 of Pentacles creates then of course 10 Pentacles. Again, you, right? The 10, remember, is you. You're the 10th house of career and success. And so the world is literally saying, yes, build something, because when you build something, you understand very clearly that this constellation is Mars in Capricorn. And Mars we had, right, with the 16 here, remember? And so the Tower is saying, well, things are going to get rough, but you know, when you have knowledge how to get through those rough waters, and then you can build something. And you see how she's going there, right? And you see that here, this is here as well, and she's pointing at the last 3 to make it 10 Pentacles. It's almost like you need to create with other people something for the money to be of value, of a real value, right? And that's why you also emotionally need to move on into the young generation, because the young generation is building new things, and those are the new things that have value in the future. So here you are, the 15, which is the 6 when we calculate it together, right? The 6 and the 3 is the 9. The 9, again, a completion within you, that you feel you have completed something, you have created something of substance, of value, and you can be proud of that, right? Now, what is your deck saying? It's the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, that's Cancer. Cancer is bringing you love yourself, bring love into this work, and see that you can, through that success, be really, truly a leader. A leader that leads through a higher consciousness, because the Ace of Cups is the emotional success that we're always looking for, right? And when we build something, always remember it's important that you value what people bring in. Then we have, as an explanation here, the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands is Mars in Leo, but it's reversed. So it's somehow not yet there, the knowledge how to lead with love, right? Because sometimes it's what it is, right? It's like, yeah, it's difficult to build something, but here we have the 3 and again a 7, it's a 10, and the 10 and the 1 is an 11, and the 11 is a portal, the inner teacher, the inner knowing. And of course, remember, you always have the 6 here, right, calculated together, the 3rd eye, the 6th chakra, the knowing. And so here you're learning to accept that when you move forward with your knowledge, that you can build something with love, but you still have to prove yourself as a leader. You still have to show to the world that you have courage, and that courage is important. use courage with love, right? And so all together, like I said, we have the 11th of June or 6th of November as a date, right? Because we had the 11 and we have the 6. So learn and understand what the cards are telling you. Then we look at the moon. The moon is full, and the full moon is bringing you here the caterpillar, the opportunity, the number 4, and of course the moon is the number 18, and the 18 turns into a 9, the 9 and the 4 is the 13. There's a transformation happening then when you use this knowledge. And remember, the 6 is connected with you as a 6-6 portal, right? Because you are the 15. And so the 6-6, 2 times the 6, always remember the numbers don't lie. 2 is creativity, and 6 is that intuition, that inner vision that you have. And so use it, right? Use that knowledge. And so here the 18 is a 9, the 9 and the 4 is a 13, and that's the big transformation for you to actually create out of yourself a new personality. And then the 4 is left in that transformation, and it's like the caterpillar then becomes the butterfly, and then you fly away, and the 4 is left here. So what is your deck bringing here? The Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles plus the 7 Pentacles, right? And the 3 of Pentacles was 10, and now you have 1 more Pentacles. Look at that. You have 11 Pentacles, and that's a sign in itself. The sign that, yes, you will transform yourself. Yes, you will make new money, money that's made with love, money that's made with a higher consciousness. And in that higher consciousness, you understand that the 4 and the 1 is a 5, and the 5 is the Hierophant, or the banks, or the institution is also Venus, right? And so remember, the 18 turns into the 9, and the 9 gives itself always up, but the 9 and the 5 is the 14, and then the 5 is left. So find the equilibrium through the 14, through Temperance, through Sagittarius. Know that always life will be intense, but you can navigate. You can figure out how to fly and how to make this money work for you, right? Because the 5 is like the 5 elements. It's like the 5 senses that are here in the 15. What is bringing the Mother Peace Tarot? It's the 3 of Swords to the left, and to the left, and reversed. It's literally saying that you are not fighting anymore with what you can become. This caterpillar is almost like literally saying, well, you cannot stop what is being pushed, right, through. Twice you getting the full moon, twice you getting Cancer telling you, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. It's your mantra, right? I love myself, I love myself, I love you. Look in the mirror and say, I love you, I love you, I love you. And you will see things are really appearing. Intuitive, you know, to the left, that this is the right way to do it, because you don't want to fight anymore. Yeah, but you have 3 swords, and those 3 swords could sometimes come up here with the 3 of Pentacles. This kind of like, well, we're building something together, but everybody is a little bit naggy and be like, yeah, but I want it like this, and I want it like this. And that's where you need to learn to make yourself the boss, right? You need to show these priestesses that you can hold your position, because they check on you, right? Every woman checks on each other, and that's how we learn, that's how we grow. And of course the 3 of Swords is connected with the constellation Saturn in Libra, and Saturn, like you know, is your planet. And so very clear, we had Saturn in Pisces, we had Saturn in Taurus, right? And so now Saturn in Libra is saying, well, you gotta watch the swords, you gotta watch what you think. The 6 and the 3 is 9 swords, and 9 swords is again the completion, is the 9, is somehow a Virgo here, right? The 9, the Virgo, that is the Hermit, which is the completion. And so remember that you are, yes, going through troubled water in your mind, but there are so many beautiful things that you can learn and grow upon, right? And so the 4 and the 1 is the 5 and the 3 is the 8. So the 8 is left. But remember, the 9 and the 8 is the 17. That's Aquarius. So you're learning. Aquarius is here, Mercury in Aquarius, right? So learn, understand, and grow. And then comes the Sun. The Sun in Cancer. And the Sun is the 19, which turns into a 10, and that's your number. You have the breath, right? And the breath is the 27, so we have the last judgment in the breath, and the 7 we have Cancer, and Cancer are the lungs. The lungs are helping you to take this breath, to take this step, because it's a 9. The 10 and the 9 is again the 19, and the 19 again is the 10. So here you are learning, growing, understanding that you are, when you're learning, going in here and you're learning to take a deep, deep breath. And through that breath, you connected with the pranic energy of life force itself. What is Aleister Crowley, the Cancer energy, bringing here? The Hermit, and the Hermit is facing the breath. So the 9-9 portal is coming here, right? And the 9-9 is like, okay, you are understanding there is a Virgo that is helping you to find deep within you that love that we need to really arrive. And so in this 9-9, you are understanding that the 9 is left, the 18 appears here, of course. In your subconscious, you understand this. And so then the 9 and the 10 is the 19 again, and the 10 is left. So really see this powerful transformation when you mentally move forward. And what is bringing the mother piece? The crone to the right, which is again Virgo. Look at this. So it's like, it's clear, right? The breath is bringing you to here, and he is coming back in here. It's almost like there is this circle in the 9, in the 9-9-9, 3 times the 9. And it's like you had also here the 9 swords, remember? So you have 4 times the 9. So learn, understand, and see clearly that here, yes, is 3 times the 9, 4 times the 9 with the 9 swords. But the 9 again gives itself up, and the 10 is left. There's a 9 in the 19. The Sun is bringing you a completion. The Sun is bringing you a cycle that is now being able to experience clearly, strongly, and so irrevocably that you are really able to say, I have arrived. I am in a good place. I take my breath and I know who I am. I am the 10. I am here the Queen of Pentacles, right? I am knowing what I want, how I want it. And remember, you had here the Ace of Cups, which is a 1 as well, in that understanding that you always want love in your life, in the success that you're doing. And it's clear, right? You are learning here a very profound message, because you also have the Ace of Pentacles. So you have an 11 here, right? And so the 10 is also, again, a 1, right? And the 10 is left in the Sun, right? And so it's clear. I think you get it. You get it because you see that the 7 and the pages or the princesses is also a 10. And so the money is in the young generation. The money is with the new money. The love is with the new love, right? It's the new generation that is literally saying, yes, you can do it. You can do it when you learn. You can do it when you understand how things are functioning. And I learn constantly that things are functioning in such a way that we have to come again and again into the self-love. Like it says, take that plunge into self-love and self-care. You'll enjoy it. And I think you are. You are what I see moving on, right? So you have 8 cups, And here 1 cup, again 9 cup, that's the other 9, right? So we see that you have 5 times the 9. Understand that you are talking about it, because the 5 is the 5th chakra, and that's the Hierophant, that's the banks, that's where the money lies. And to work with that, we need to be clever. We need to understand how all of this functions. And so the full moon is bringing you that roundup, that yes, you're learning, you know how to do this, how to move forward. Even through troubled water, you understand that everything has an inhale and an exhale. So I wish you a beautiful full moon ceremony today, right? Enjoy this day, dance. It's important to dance. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.